Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. As you can see, this little visit is starting off a bit different. I'm here in what I call my control room. It's, as you saw in my last video, it's a glorified storage area, actually. But anyway, with today's video, I am starting a new series, if you will. This one, as you could tell from the name of the video, is the story behind the song. Basically, I'm going to go through and talk about songs that I've had a part in writing and or just done the recording for. I have a lot of tunes that I've worked on over the years with many different people. Last week's you saw where I was putting together a song for Angeline Carter. Today's is one of the songs from my band Paper Street. We were together for several years in the early 2000s. We did release a record. I showed you that right up there. We released it, and at the same time that we did that, the singer quit. And sadly, I think it could have done really well at the time, but you know, it is what it is. I now enjoy my career teaching and the little bit of playing that I do now. So, but I've had fun and enjoyed being a collaborator in writing and that kind of thing. So today I'm starting with a song that was not released. We didn't even have this song mastered once we recorded it. We did a demo as part of a demo. I think we did 5 songs, and we only put 3, I think, on our demo that went out in our press kit, and we gave away at shows and stuff like that. But this is a song. It's called Out of Time. It is with our original singer, Luke Daly, and the original guitar player, a guy named Chris Harris. The way it came about, well, first off, before I start, let me play a little bit of it, and then we'll go from there. So, right to start off with, it starts with me and the guitar. And when we would do this song live, I would just start that groove and let Luke do whatever his spiel was up at the beginning of the tune, you know, working the crowd, all that kind of thing. And we all knew where the top of that phrase was. And shortly I will get out there and I will play the song without the track, and then I'll do a run with it so you can hear it and see what it is that I'm doing. If you go back a couple of videos where I talked about playing a 6-stroke roll, 6-stroke roll is prevalent in this song. But anyway, our guitar player was playing that little lick, ba-da-da-bop-bop, and I started messing around with the different things, hi-hat and snare and kick, that I could do to kind of work with his guitar part. So his little guitar part came up, and as he was playing that, at the time, I was listening to a lot of Alice in Chains. And I forget exactly what the phrase is, but there's a lot of drummers that will always say, you know, something about it's not bad to steal, or it's the ultimate way to pay homage to your favorite bands and favorite drummers. And I'm not saying I stole a groove or anything, but I was listening to Alice in Chains a bit at that time, and their acoustic record, Jar Flies, and No Excuses. This song kind of reminded me of his drum part in No Excuses, so I did my own version of it. Also, at the time, I had 2 splashes, and I used them a lot. They were the perfect little accent pieces that you could throw in, but it's not overbearing to anybody. But anyway, that's where I got the idea for this drum part. And as we get into the guitar solo, or if you want to call it a bridge or anything, he doesn't really do a guitar solo in the aspect of what you would think, but he plays a guitar part in a bridgey type part. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, it's coming up right here. We're going to go into a little part. And I change up. Later in the band's life, I changed this part and we shortened it. Here, it's going to be two, I'm thinking full choruses or something like that of what we're going over. And we shortened it to just one time through. So let's see if we can play it. So that little part right there, it doesn't remind me of disco, but it kind of, at the time when I was doing this drum part, had that vibe. And I wanted to change up the drum groove from what it was that I was playing in the verse and the chorus. So I went with that little upbeat ride pattern at the beginning of the solo, and then I go to the disco hi-hat, hitting all the upbeats on the opening of the hi-hat. And then the rest of the song just kind of goes out on the chorus, and then we go back to the head of the song, and I play that opening groove again, and then we just kind of end off of that. So what I'm going to do now, and to explain kind of a little bit of what's going on here, why you heard this click right here, right there, hopefully you can see that right there. I had to put that in because I forgot the tempo to the song, so I just tapped that out. And I'm playing to the original track that has no click, so it's just the just a stereo track. I do have, oddly enough, I do have all the original demos for this song. When we recorded it, where did we record it? Crossover Studios. A good friend of ours worked there, got us a good rate for the studio. He mixed and engineered for us. He helped us on several songs as far as some background vocals and stuff like that. His name is Christopher Allen Yates. He's a great guy. He's a great singer, good guitar player, all that kind of thing. Great songwriter as well. But he helped us out with this tune, and we got it done, and it wasn't one that we were going to put out on the demo or anything like that. And this will be, I'm going to think, because if anybody else would release it, it would be me. I'm kind of the owner of all things Paper Street right now. This session is actually picked up because the guitar player and I from back then were working on getting all these songs re-released. We're going to re-record all of them, mix them up right, and just really update them pretty good. That is a year's in the works. We have some songs done. We have some songs that aren't done. I have a few here that are ready for his guitar parts, but he is on the road a lot, so it's really hard for us to get together on things. So I'm not pushing the fact when it gets done, it gets done. Otherwise, I can share these songs with you. And the name of this song is Out of Time. I really dig the drum part to this. I teach this drum part a lot because it's very linear. When I get out there on the drum set, I'll show you what it is that I'm doing. And it also starts, if I've charted it out right and counted it right, it starts, it's in beat 4, so it's got a pickup, and I'm playing a triplet six-strokey type of thing leading into the downbeat. So what happens is, you know what? Let's jump out there and I'll show you what happens with my drum part on this tune called Out of Time. Be right back. Okay, we are here behind the kit. So let's talk about the opening to begin with. I am playing a 6-stroke roll. Kind of. It's based off of 6-stroke roll. It sounds like this. So that's your 6. Coming in on the 2nd stroke of my left hand. So I have, so there's the 6. Six-stroke roll. With the bass drum, again, coming in on the 2nd stroke. So that's the key to how I do this. And then into the song. This is based off of 16th note triplets. So I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4, anta to 1 into the song. Anta to 1. Anta to 1, right there. So, here's how the groove goes. So that's the groove. And I did change out my ride for this song. The prototype was a bit too strong compared to how I recorded it originally. My crash cymbals are the same. This is a 10-inch K splash. I would generally have a 10 and an 8, but I don't believe this song had the 8. I know I used the 10. But my ride, the ride I used on the song was a pre-aged K, 20-inch, and you cannot get those anymore, and if you can find one, you're going to pay for it. So I went with the next best thing, which is a pretty old, I've had this for probably 15 or 20 years, just a K ride, and it is the closest thing that I have currently that would sound like the ride from the original song. So let's see. So that's the verse all the way through. The chorus, as we're playing, let me go into it and get into the chorus. So that's how we get into the chorus. The little open hi-hat thing is a slight, let's say a small pre-chorus, and then we go into the chorus. So now, getting over to the lead, or the bridge, if you want to call it a bridge, here's what I'll play.
So that was the lead bridgey part right there. Everything I did, for the most part, with Paper Street was very subdued. I played for the song. We collaborated on all the parts. If I did something too busy, somebody in the band would say it sounds a little too busy from their perspective, so we'd work it out. But I'm proud of all the songs that I did with those guys. And here soon, I'm going to be putting together something as a memorial, and I'll get into more of that later. But anyway, that's the song, or the basic parts for Out of Time. So what I'm going to do now is I will play the full song, and we'll come back in afterwards. All right. Okay, so there you have it. Name of that song was Out of Time. It is from my former band. It is from my former band, Paper Street. We were together for several years, early 2000s. I didn't hit everything exactly like I did it on that original recording. Re-recorded that tune early 2000s, like 2001, 2002, something like that. And in the later version of the band, we didn't play it anymore. We did start working on it, but just didn't get it back out to a live situation. One thing that I did forget to tell you, though, is right there at the end of it, I do that 3-note grouping as 16th notes. On the recording, I did that. On this version, I did that into whatever little fill is into the chorus part, or the ending of the song anyway. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'm going to do more of these. This was something that's definitely in my wheelhouse, something I enjoy doing. I love writing songs. I love creating drum parts. I like talking about my thought process from those drum parts. So if you like this kind of thing, leave a like, hit subscribe, all that stuff. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And until that next one, happy drumming.